Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush, and today I've got another collage. This one I've been working on for a while. The photo reference for these two children reading I took 20 years ago. And what I was trying to do at the time was to get a good photo reference of some children reading for a book illustration that I was working on, and it just didn't work out because these kids were wonderfully photogenic but squirrely as all get out. They kept moving. I couldn't get the two of them together at the same time in the same photo without having a blurred image. Plus, my camera was new to me at the time, and I was trying at the time to break it in and to understand all its settings. What I should have done, that I know now, I didn't know then, was to set the ISO up higher so that it wouldn't be apparent, so apparent that they were moving, that they were wiggly. And what I ended up getting were photos of, good photos of the boy, but the girl was turning her head or moving her hand. And when I got a good photo of the little girl, the boy was wiggling or looking the other way or something. And for this collage, I just took the two photos together that I liked best. The girl with her chin in her hands, and a different one with the boy reading with her. What I did for the book was to lay out a phone book in front of them, and then for this collage I just found some vintage photos from the Wind in the Willows and cut it to fit this collage perspective. So the photos that you see in the book are actually illustrations from the Wind in the Willows. As I normally do, you can see here I use some interesting images for his shirt. I've got an etching of a man leaning his head against his hand and two angels behind him whispering in his ear. But the etching is such a nice dark gray that it works wonderfully well for this boy's tunic that he's wearing. And it was summertime, and he was sleeveless at the time, which, you know, it gets hot here in California, so that made perfect sense to me, and I've just left him sleeveless. I think the little girl was actually in a nightgown. This was early in the morning, and their mother, my friend, was bathing the baby, and so I had full command of these kids while she was busy. As you can see, I've actually traced the face of the little girl on a piece of tracing paper so that it won't hurt for me to go across the lines and glue background pieces right over her face, or over the edges at least. I remember to get good shadows, I deliberately closed all the blinds and took the shade off of one lamp in the room, so I had one nice bright light shining on them. Gave me some pretty good shadows. And there we go. I'm finally ready to put on her dress, and I've just pulled some pieces out of an Avon catalog that had lots of repetition. I think that this was a very cool decorated bag. And I used pieces of it overlapping to give her the pattern for her dress. I'm using some dark blues for the shadows over her dress. It was kind of fun. This particular collage took me longer than most of them do. I think I spent 2 whole weeks on it because I kept, standing back and looking at it and thinking, what is wrong? What is off? What do I need to fix? There's always something. It's the difficulty, of course, is keeping all of the values correct, even though the colors are off. I mean, how many people have bright red in their face? But if the values are right, then the colors don't really matter. The shadows have to be in the right place. And then also, I put in different images, different little pictures that might mean something in words that'll say something. So here I finally got it all together. Here's the photos from the Wind in the Willows. Got her fingers on, a few words in his hair, and a ram's head and an eagle's head, and a light bulb on his arm. A vintage picture of some bakers up there in the corner. And there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching it all the way to the end. And do subscribe and check out my links below. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks so much, everyone. See you next time. Bye now.